I know I'm a little late to the punch on this, but this is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantoms, or previously known as Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Online. This is a free-to-play, third-person-ish shooter brought to you by Ubisoft that is now available in full release on Steam, again for free. This is a pretty fun shooter. I was really impressed with this. When I downloaded it, I had very low hopes for the game. I did not expect much good from it. I did not expect a lot. I did not expect to be good at it. And yet, it's actually a lot of fun. And so here's going to be my brief review on this free-to-play third-person shooter. Gameplay-wise, this game feels very polished and very just crisp, I want to say. Instead of most shooters nowadays, especially most free-to-play shooters, are heavily focused on appealing essentially to the arcade shooter fans, those who like Call of Duty, those who like run and gun, no nonsense, no slowdown gameplay. Think about Loadout, Call of Duty games, just any kind of general shooter, free-to-play or not, really. They're all about run and gun, just run around, kill everybody. Ghost Recon Phantoms is more of a tactical and team-based shooter. And it's really cool because you can actually establish some tactical and pretty awesome and strategic matches with randoms in a lobby. However, you are going to have best results when playing with friends, as with any game. However, you can still, if you're communicative enough and using voice chat with your team, you can actually get a pretty strategic gameplay going. It is, I said third person in kind of a question, because the one thing that bugs me about the gameplay is the perspective. And I understand why they did it, but at the same time it really throws me off and distorts my immersion, I guess. So on its own, it is a third-person shooter. However, the camera angle comes in 3 different flavors depending on what you're doing in the game. When you're just walking around and exploring and just moving, you have this kind of, I usually call second person, even though that's not really what second person is, but second person over the shoulder mounted camera angle. Kind of like the Gears of War camera angle, except it's a bit tighter mounted. And then whenever you're sprinting or running around really fast or just swinging the camera around, you get a wider third person, like a true third person perspective. And then when you're actually aiming your gun and shooting at people, you get a first person ADS perspective. Now, again, I understand why they did this. This totally plays with the gameplay and works out really well. However, switching back and forth really throws me off from time to time. However, you need third person to be a tactical shooter. It is set in a modern / futuristic high-tech environment / theme setting, where you got this futuristic heads-up display, you got navigation pointers pointing to the rest of your teammates, and then you have kind of regular modern guns. And you got a couple different game types. The game type I played the most was essentially control points from TF2, or kind of a two-sided rush match from Battlefield. And of course it was on Metro, which is the subway part of Operation Metro, basically. That was kind of disappointing. But it was a very enjoyable experience. And I started with an assault rifle, but I quickly switched to the sniper and was actually tearing it up quite a bit with the sniper. I was really enjoying myself. And the game is just a lot of fun. Again, you really want to make sure that you're communicating with your team or setting up a team with your friends, and you're going to have the best of luck. A lot of people are freaking out because it just got added to Steam, which means the potential for hackers just skyrocketed. But I think we should be alright, and of course if you do encounter hackers, simply leave. Concerns, as I always have for any free-to-play shooter, is the possibility of it becoming pay-to-win. And I'm typically not the one to complain about this, and at the moment I feel it is perfectly balanced, at least from what I have encountered. I've not encountered a scenario where someone is outplaying me simply because they've invested money in the game, whereas I have not. At the moment, all of your financial investments just go to cosmetic purposes, so you get clothes and helmets and shit. Nothing, no tactical advantages. However, if they do decide to make it to where you get specific guns earlier, or you get guns longer or something due to financial investments that could quickly become pay to win, as having a better gun is automatically going to be a better advantage in this style of gameplay. There is a variety of a few different game modes. All of them are pretty fun. All of the servers are typically well balanced. It does a good job at balancing the teams. The servers are pretty populated at most points, so you can always find a game. It actually eliminates the typical PC server browser style of finding matches and uses a matchmaking system. I'm not a huge fan of matchmaking. I've never been a fan of matchmaking, you know, console, PC, whatever. But I've not had bad experiences with it so far. I do not like the Ubisoft launcher or anything to do with that, but that is okay. Graphically, the game's pretty good. It's nothing to break records or write home about, but it runs well, and that's kind of the important part when you're putting together a tactical shooter, is that I never once, even while recording, dipped below 60 frames a second, running everything at the highest setting. And it still looks nice, it fits the modern futuristic theme, and it works out pretty well. Overall, I've had a lot of fun with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Online / Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantoms, even though it's stealing a name kind of from Call of Duty Ghosts, but I've enjoyed my time with it. I would recommend you check it out. It's nothing you have to invest anything in other than your time to download it. It is totally free from Steam. Link will be in the description below, but you should know how to find games on Steam. And yeah, let me know what you think about the game in the comment section below or on the written review, which will be in the description below. And let me know if you want to see any more gameplay from this. At the moment I can't put a whole lot of time into it, but that doesn't mean I won't in the future, because between the shotgun and the sniper, I was having a blast that day one that I put gameplay into it. I haven't gone back to it much, but I did play it when it first launched on Steam and had a blast with it. Again, thank you for watching. My name has been Fox, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.